started in December, but lately it's been getting worse. So I came to Max for help. And she told me, well, it's really more about what I told her, that Arcadia Bay is still standing. And my mom, and everyone else, is alive. But then she told me that until very recently, this wasn't the case. But if I'm here, and Arcadia Bay is also here, I don't know. Do you know what it means? The visions, the different realities smashed together?
I have some, I want to say theories, but they're closer to fears at this point. Give me a minute. Max told me you're into astronomy. You want to take a look around? There's an image I captured upstairs that could be a new celestial object. Or it's just a speck of dust. Either way, you can help me name it.
Seriously? You're on.
All right, Moses. Let's see if you're as nerdy as Max says you are.
Alright then, so first things first. We got ourselves some new journal entries for Chloe's journal this time. Always expect the unexpected, Chloe. Okay, so the new messages are underneath. Update, I was wrong there on most days. And again, if anybody wants to read anything that pops up on the screen in more thorough detail, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to hit the pause button and then hit the play button to resume the video once you're done reading everything on the screen in thorough detail. Looks like we got one collectible here for Chloe. It's going to be interesting to see how these two interact with each other. But anyway, welcome back everybody to another episode of my Life is Strange Reunion Let's Play series. I'm Shadowstar91, and in today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, as you could probably tell from the opening cutscene, we are picking up the action this time as Chloe Price, as she's officially met and...
I wish my job would let me keep a nerd den.
Basically met up with Moses, told him about what's been going on with her, and now he's coming up with some theories of what exactly might be going on. And if you want to catch up on said episode, along with any others that you might have missed up until this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, never fear, the Shadow Star has got you covered, because I will leave the playlist link in the video description down below for your viewing pleasure, so make sure you check that out when you get the chance, if you want to catch up on any of the action that you might have missed up until this point in time. So without further ado, let's see how Chloe interacts with everything around Moses' office, because it sounds like she's in nerd heaven, and I don't blame her.
Wow. Moses flies his weeb flag high.
Oh, so first interaction was for all of them. Now we can interact with individual ones.
Moses has a ton of rad shit. No wonder Max thought we would get along.
Well, she definitely wasn't wrong on that.
I should arrest this guy for future arson, just to be safe. Is that Nebula Rain? Only lesbians and uber nerds know about her.
I think that would qualify Moses then as an uber nerd, as you put it. Hang on, I need to double check something. Okay, so all choices are still the same, and turning off all copyright possible music. Yeah, because the last thing I want is YouTube slapping me with more false copyright claims and out of order age restrictions on my videos, like they did with my part 1 of my Resident Evil 2 Let's Play series.
Moses wants me to Max isn't thinking about her birthday right now.
All the more reason to get her something.
She definitely needs a bit of a morale boost after everything she's been through. So we could interact with the computer as Max, but we can't do it as Chloe. Oh, I'm so jealous. Still so jealous he's got
Maybe
one.
Moses would let me print something for Max's birthday.
Well, there's only one way to find out, but we'll see if we can after we've explored everything and named the star upstairs. The kettle has officially been retired.
This is the coolest kettle in the history of heating liquids. I'm not big on the magical schoolgirl thing, but she gets badass points for that eye patch.
So we can't interact with the name underneath, because beforehand, when we would interact with Max for one of her training exercises, Moses asked to find out the name of the character, this character, and the answer, ladies and gentlemen, just happens to be right there. And I do apologize in advance if anybody does hear me hesitating, stuttering, struggling, and or botching any of my sense pronunciations throughout any of my videos, ladies and gentlemen. With me being an autistic individual, so me being on the spectrum, or neurodivergent, whatever terminology you want to use, talking is not one of my strongest points, but I'll do my utmost best to bring you all the best content that I'm possibly able to. I thought that site belonged to someone else entirely.
If I wanted to make Moses' day, I could ask for his anime recommendations.
Gives you something to watch whilst you're out on the road.
Is this an art room or a physics lab? Moses seems to know how to blend the two with expertise. So many post-its. I've got to take this guy outside some night and ask him questions.
So we can't interact with the cupboard that Moses had Max interact with for one of her training exercises.
I wish my job would let me keep a nerd den.
Whoa. I'll bet you could see light years with this baby.
Still hasn't finished this model. And we can't have an extra interaction with it. So that's the photo he wants us to name a star from.
A horticulturalist, too?
What can't this guy do?
Alright, we found the next sketch collectible for Chloe. Let's get it done.
I'm not usually into the whole sappy nature drawing thing, but this tree is pretty badass.
And there it is. I wonder how many collectibles there are for Chloe. Because there's got, by my gut feeling, and from what we've undertaken as Max...
Moses has a ton of rad shit. No wonder Max thought we would get along.
I wonder how many photos there are going to be for Max.
A pet iguana? Dude, this office has everything.
Oh, we still haven't had an update, damn it.
Some of Max's favorites are in here. It's good that she found a new movie buddy.
So we can interact with the movie selection, but we can't interact with the turtle with the rocket strapped to its back. Kind of disappointing, but what are you gonna do? Oof. Yeah, let's put that to one side for now. Because if for all those who have played Double Exposure, then you know who Maya Okada is. But for all those who don't know, let's just say she was a big pushing point behind one of the plot areas of Double Exposure. Alright, so we can't interact with the book again. Like a mystery point.
Did he paint this himself? Why'd he stop?
I think we all know the answer to that, but let's get to name
Moses needs a name for this dot. I should help him out.
Let's see what the options are. So we got Dawn, Space Pimple, and URT. I don't... You know what? For shits and giggles, we're going with the square button option. Shits and giggles. I don't know why that's making me laugh so much. Okay then, so with that done, and hopefully he's not too pissed off about it, let's head back down to Moses.
Wow. You process quickly.
I'm just laying it all out. We'll see if anything emerges.
Alright then, so before we speak with Moses, we're going to head on over to here. Looks like we can interact with it.
Moses is going full Pepe Silvia with this investigation. Is that the dude from the bar last night?
It most certainly is, Chloe.
Those guys at the bar are planning their protest for tomorrow? I don't like that timing at all.
Agreed. And the form is password protected. If someone was able to obtain it...
I'm on it.
The question is, how the hell are we going to obtain the damn thing?
A bunch of guys getting pissed off on a message board. This never ends well.
Thankfully, I've never interacted with any message boards whatsoever.
That's where I found Max last night. The place would be rubble if she hadn't been there.
And Max thinks the house is where the fire started. I don't know why it's important, only that it is.
Yep, I stand by what I said. The new Caledon president, Owen Teller, is a complete and utter... let's just put insert negative adjective here. So whatever negative adjective you want to use, ladies and gentlemen, go right ahead. We got a picture of Sophie.
I've barely met this lady, but I keep seeing her face.
Sophie was my best friend. I hate to put her up here, but she's been acting pretty erratic lately.
That's putting it lightly, Moses.
Whoa. What happened here?
Max took that photo before she jumped back here. But I swear the fire was in a slightly different place when she showed it to me yesterday.
So, Max's presence has changed something. But the fire is still on its way.
But the big question is, can we actually stop the fire from happening, or is it inevitable event that's going to take place? Alright then, let's speak with Moses and... oh, hang on. This thing...
Simultaneously existing in a state of dead and hanging in there. I know the feeling.
Alright then.
This guy's being very polite to the crazy girl who showed up at his office and monologued about alternate realities.
Indeed he is, but it is now time to see what kind of theories and possibilities Moses had theorized and come up with.
So, Professor, have you solved me yet?
Not in the slightest. But I do have some follow-up questions. I'm sure you do too. Why don't you start?
I don't mean to snoop, but who's Maya Akata?
She was a friend of Safi's. They were really close until Maya's suicide. That's what started all the craziness last year. Safi blamed several people for Maya's death, and she used her powers to get revenge.
Well, it's great that you bought her book.
And I wasn't the only one. Maya's work has been getting more attention in the last year. I'm sure Safi's delighted.
I know we have a metaphysical mystery to solve, but can I use your 3D printer?
What for?
It's Max's birthday. She's being so brave about this whole save the school thing, but I think she needs some encouragement. Your anime wall gave me an idea.
Say no more. You have to text me when you give it to her. She's gonna love it.
You got it. Give it to me straight, Doc. I'm ready.
I'd like to hear more about your visions. You said they started in December?
Yeah. And they weren't even visions at first. Just weird daydreams. Of a storm, or a path, or... But they just kept coming. Then I started thinking about them, even when I didn't want to think about them. And that moment in the green room a few days ago... I couldn't leave. I couldn't think about anything else. I was stuck on that path to the top.
Okay. What were you doing in the green room before it started?
Looking in a mirror. That place was a grimy dump. Usually my favorite kind of bar. But for some reason, I started thinking about tornadoes. When Max and I were in high school, there was this crazy week where Max thought a tornado was going to destroy the school. No, sorry, that did happen. But it also didn't happen? What's happening right now?
Let's start with what happened 10 years ago. A storm threatened your town, and Max was forced to make a choice. She saved you, and Arcadia Bay was destroyed.
But the town is okay. My mom texted me an hour ago.
Yes. Somehow, the storm didn't destroy the town, and you didn't die. Which doesn't make any sense, except... A year ago, a storm threatened the school and the town. And Max made another choice. Or rather, she refused to choose between Safi and Caledon. Somehow she saved Safi and the school. And however she tied those realities together, it appears...
She tied up some loose ends while she was at it. She brought me and Arcadia Bay back together. With Safi and all the rest?
Yes. Somehow. Your vision started when you remembered the tornado. The thing that couldn't have happened, but did. A paradox. Your life and experiences are coexisting along an entirely different reality. And that's not sustainable. Maybe when you encounter a paradox, you come unfixed somehow, but that would mean even us talking about it directly could... Oh no. Chloe, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, stay calm and tell me what you see.
It's always the same path. It ends in this outcropping with a couple of benches, like a viewpoint.
The Overlook. That's where Safi died.
Interesting. We actually got a message
But
from...
there's a lighthouse, too. Like the one from Arcadia Bay. It's always the same path. It ends in this outcropping with a couple of benches, like a viewpoint.
The Overlook. That's where Safi died.
Alright then, so... let's check out the... Dead Safi? Alive Safi? Oh, wow. I literally don't know what to say. Unknown number, but we got messages from a dead version of Chloe. This is all so
But
weird.
there's a lighthouse, too. Like the one from Arcadia Bay.
Can we get out this way? Yes, we can. Similar to how we started this game. Alright, can we interact with this fireplace? Because I believe we were able to during the start of the game. Right, it looks like we can't interact with that. And we can't interact with the bathroom wall either. We can't venture behind the bathroom wall either. Well, there's a sign I haven't seen in a hot minute.
There's a sign. It's for Caledon. And my old high school?
So this place pulls attributes from both towns. Hence the lighthouse.
So is this place like a paradox nexus?
The sky is wild. Lots of auroras and shit.
So it's nighttime?
What the hell?
I don't think there's a sun in here.
She called off the search, stopped looking for herself.
Safi?
Missing, they said. Then, lost.
Okay.
Going, she replied. Then, gone.
What's happening now?
There's always something weird when I get to the top of the path. Me, dead. Safi, alive. A turbocharged lighthouse beam.
Okay. As far as we know, nothing in this space is real, or can hurt you.
As far as we know, huh?
What's this?
Safi practically lives here now.
Safi left a note for Chloe? But how the hell did she even know she was going to be in here right now? Oh my god.
The, ground turned to my high school bathroom.
Interesting. Does that place hold any special meaning?
Sure. It's where Max ripped apart space-time to save me.
Indeed it was. Where Max first triggered her time rewind ability. And what the fuck is gonna happen now?
Okay, Max is pointing a gun at Safi, and there are a lot of photos.
Photos of what?
Shit. I saw Max. She had a gun, and it always ends a little differently, but I died. That's what I've been seeing. Me dying. Max killing me.
You said there were photos. What happened after that?
The lighthouse beam turned on, and... What's wrong?
Chloe, you vanished. Disappeared for about 3 seconds. Before you came crashing back into the cabinet.
What? Where did I go?
I don't know. I think maybe that place takes you back to the moment where Max made her choice. About Safi. About you. Max stitched these realities together, but if you keep going back there, picking at the stitches, it could all unravel.
I saw some of Safi's thoughts and memories. We're stuck in that place together.
Makes sense. Safi is aware of the dual realities, and she's suddenly back on campus. Maybe she's looking for the same answers you are.
She seems... depressed.
Well, you and she are trapped inside your own deaths. Emotionally, I can't imagine what that is doing to the both of you.
Arcadia Bay was brought back to life. Why aren't they stuck in that place too? My mom hasn't told me about any weird visions.
Have you told her about your visions? My point is, we don't know what's happening in Arcadia Bay. We can conjecture, but my focus is on helping you.
But Max chose to save me. Why do I keep dying?
You're returning to the moment of Max's choice. If the choice had been up to you, save yourself or save the town, what would you do?
I'd save the town. I'd sacrifice myself. That's what I told Max to do then. At the time, it felt like what I had to do.
And the overlight seems to reflect that.
So what do I do? How do I make sure I don't think about, you know?
Well, distractions seem to help. Your job. Loud music, lots of people, probably kept you safer. But now that you're aware of it, and what it means, we might have just accelerated whatever is happening. I'm so sorry.
Hey, man. I asked.
We won't risk any more explorations into the overlight. That's what we're calling it now, by the way. I'll do some brainstorming. Maybe research mental techniques for...
Don't bother. You've got to focus on the fire.
But we need a plan. Your visions are growing in intensity, and that place is dangerous. If you spend more time there, you could end up in the other timeline. The one where you died.
I'm serious. It's okay. Why should I get to cheat death? It's not like I deserve it more than my dad. Or Rachel. Max saved me in the bathroom. But she couldn't make it stick. The time she bought me, it's enough. More than I deserve.
What do you mean? Of course you deserve to exist.
Not according to reality, or the universe, or whatever keeps trying to make me dead. Max has done everything she could for me. She always has. The least I can do is be there for her now. So, on to the good stuff. Who do we think is planning to start a fire? I met this guy last night. Didn't seem like a criminal. Criminally pretentious, maybe.
Lucas Colmenero is a former Caledon professor. He's been stirring up animosity between Caledon and Lakeport.
If he hates Caledon, you and Max won't be able to get much out of him. Max may have gone full ivory tower, but bars are still my scene. I'll head back there right now to chat with him and his protest buddies. Maybe I can learn more about their plans.
You can do this, Max. It's only Sophie.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting having this little talk with Sophie, considering her recent antics and that the fact that she's oh, hold on. There we go. That's much better. Yeah, my nausea issues was starting to kick in there because of the large open body of water that we were looking at onto. It's going to be interesting having this conversation with Sophie and see what she has to say about what's been going on lately, considering her recent antics as well. Ugh. But anyway, that is where today's episode of Life is Strange Reunion will be coming to a close, ladies and gentlemen. I really do hope you enjoyed today's episode, and if you did, please do myself a favor. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below, along with the bell, so you can receive notifications whenever I upload anything new to my channel. And for all those who do consider hitting the buttons down below, you truly are legendary individuals, and it always helps my channel expand little by little every time you do hit the buttons down below, and it tells the current video platform that I'm currently doing something correctly in uploading these videos to the platform, because let's face it, YouTube at the moment are fucking useless, don't care about anybody else but themselves, and they just want to see us organically thriving channels wither away into oblivion, because all they care about is aiding and abetting all the illegal channels that are cheating, sabotaging others to thrive, throwing out false copyright claims against the organic channels who are putting their heart and soul into their work, whilst the illegal channels are just doing whatever the hell they want, doing half-ass stuff to get ahead, and they don't care about the outcome of anything. And YouTube just turn around and say, yep, go for it, we don't give two shits. Because a couple of years ago I tried to upload a hold on, I didn't want Max interrupting me, but let's put it there. So basically, yeah, a couple of years ago I tried to upload a compilation cutscene video of the Life is Strange franchise, which features both Max and Chloe from Life is Strange Before the Storm all the way up to Double Exposure before Life is Strange Reunion was released. I might go back and update that. Basically, I uploaded it. YouTube saw it, slapped 15 plus false copyright claims on it. I disputed every single one. YouTube turned around and said, nope, we're keeping them there. I disputed their decision, and they just turned around and said, delete that video or we terminate your channel on the spot. Leaving me with no choice. I deleted the video, but thankfully I have uploaded it to new channels that I've started on different platforms as my way of flipping YouTube the proverbial bird. Yeah, YouTube, I said, what are you gonna fucking do about it? So join me next time, everybody, for when we pick up the action where this episode has ended, and hopefully we can get some information out of Sophie without her being too evasive and I can't think of the other words. To get information out of her without too much of a hassle. So until next time, everybody, I've been ShadowStyle91. Stay safe out there, take care, and I will catch you all in the next episode of Life is Strange Reunion. Bye bye.